guys, so this is future Julia coming at you. I'm gonna apologize in advance. I recorded this video on my phone, like obviously like I screen recorded it. So it is going to be vertical, not horizontal. So I'm sorry if that bothers you, because I know it does to some people. I'm sorry. Just enjoy the video. Hello everybody, it's me Julia, aka Angel Hair Pasta, and I'm going to be making a very, let me repeat this, offensive video. If you are watching this with small children, don't. If you are going to be offended by me literally tier ranking serial killers, don't watch this. And by the way, this is completely satire. I'm not actually ranking serial killers on good to bad, because they're all bad. They killed people. They're all F tier, technically, because they've all murdered people. But for the sake of comedy and trendy memes, I'm going to be doing this. So let's start. Okay, so just a spoiler alert, these three I've gotten mixed up in the last 3 takes that I've done. Anyway, let's go back down here. This is... Wait a second. Wait a minute. This isn't... No, wait. No. This is the wrong guy. Hold on. I'm getting like all 3 of these guys confused. Who are they? Crap. One of these are the Green River Killer. That one's the Green River Killer. That one is the Toy Box Killer. This one's BTK. I have to start over. So I think I've figured it out. So let's start over here. This is, I get these 2 mixed up even more. I think this is BTK. Let's check. Yep, this is BTK. Okay. Just have to make sure. So, no, it's not. This is BTK. Okay. I'm here now. I don't know much about this lad over here. My English teacher did tell me a little bit about him, and he seems terrifying. But yeah, I don't really know much about him. But you know, he did like kill people. But he did have a family, which is a little impressive for a serial killer. Sometimes they can't do that. I said like seal killer. I mean serial killer. So because of that, I'm going to put him in the C tier because he had a family. But also, I don't know much about him, so he's C tier. Okay, down here. This is the Green River Killer. I don't know what his name is, and I don't care. He inspired the song Polly by Nirvana, so that's like already like he's not on the bottom half of the tier. He did like kill people. I don't know much else, so we're going to put him also in the C tier because he also has, they all have a very similar look, mustache, glasses. This is the Toy Box Killer. I don't know what his name is either, and I don't really care. I'm going to crop this really quick. Yeah, you know what? He was very creative. He killed everyone in a trailer, and he had tons of like stuff in there. He'd also record. He had a recording that he'd play, like when he'd like tie you down. He'd play this tape before he would kill you. So it's pretty creative. But because I don't really know much about him psychologically either. I think he's pretty basic. He just killed people, then got arrested. It's not very interesting. So you know, I'm gonna put him in the B tier because you know he was pretty creative, but psychologically not very interesting. Here we got Richard Ramirez, one of the only serial killers on here that isn't a white dude. He is like, I'm guessing Hispanic, some sort of Hispanic descent. He's pretty interesting. He thought that he was the Antichrist, which is like good for him, I guess. You know what? I mean, like some people are like, I'm Jesus, which is like, all right, whatever you say. But he was like, yeah, guys, I'm the son of Satan, you know, or something. I don't know how the Antichrist works. you know, he's pretty interesting too, because obviously he was super delusional. So you know what? We're going to put him up. He's going to be our first A tier over here. I will say, maybe a little overrated, but you know what? I gave him an A tier because he was delusional as heck, and he thought he was the Antichrist, which is interesting. Also, like, in his trial, he was not very nice. So that's interesting, because we want the trial to be interesting, not just like, these losers were just like, yep, we killed people. Let's go over here to Mr. John Wayne Gacy. He, like, killed lots of boys, which is good for him, you know, branching out. The rest of these, I think, killed mostly women, so, you know, he's starting a little bit of a trend that you'll see. Yeah, like, teenage boys, that's kind of messed up. He buried them in his basement, and he was a clown, gotta say. He's kind of amping it up. He's doing a lot of different creepy over here. He also inspired, what's his face from American Horror Story, and that guy scares me so much. So you know what? He's just like really creepy, gotta say. Like some of these, like I can't take seriously. Like these idiots over here, Mustache Man. This dude thought he was the Antichrist, but like he's like, this dude is like, he's freaky. So you know what? I'll put him over here, but I am gonna put him on the A tier, just because psychologically, not the most interesting. Let's go over here. Jeffrey Dahmer. He is really interesting to me personally because I have no idea what's going on in his head. He's also, a lot of people have argued, is the most sympathetic serial killer, which is interesting, I guess. He had a bit of a troubled childhood. He was gay in a time where it was not okay to be gay, and so he decided to kill people and eat them and dead body them. So, if you've ever seen My Friend Dahmer, that movie's great. Because he has a great movie, and he is really just stumping psychologically. And he's pretty interesting. And you know what? Look at him. He's like, I gotta say, he looks the most normal out of all these guys. Maybe Richard Ramirez, he's a little normal. These guys all kind of have like the thick men with mustaches. But you know, he's branching out. He looks like a janitor. So we're putting him here on the S tier because, you know what, it's pretty good. Let's be honest. Let's go over here. Ooh, Albert Fish. Gotta say, a thumbs down from me. This loser was so freaking incompetent that he couldn't even kill adults. He had to freaking stoop so low to kill children, which is lame. Then he'd eat their bodies or like assault them. So you know what? Just like, he's not even cool. He's just like terrible. You know what? He gets the F tier. Zodiac Killer, you know what? They are all like Zodiac Killers. You know, he was never caught, which is like, that's impressive. So like at least he's above Albert Fish, because like at least he did something interesting. This loser over here. Zodiac Killer. He's definitely not like up here. He's definitely like one of these three. He was never caught. He kind of just killed everyone. Zodiac Killer, you know, whatever. Zodiac signs. You know, Zodiac signs are so dumb. So he gets an E because his name is stupid, because Zodiac signs are so dumb. So, like, astrology is, like, stupid. So, screw you, Zodiac Killer. Your sketch is ugly. Like, you fit these guys with your dumb glasses. We actually have 3 left, as I said before, the last one. Here we have Jack the Ripper. You know, he is pretty iconic. But, like, unpopular opinion, even though Jack the Ripper had, like, a killer sense of style, no pun intended, literally all he did was, like, kill women on the streets of, like, London in, like, a million years ago. And, like, he'd, like, take out, like, their internal organs. Like, dude, that's so stupid. That's so lame. Like, come on. You literally just, like, were like, oh yeah, that's a prostitute. We're gonna kill her and take out her organs. Like, already this woman has to be a prostitute, and you're gonna make her day even worse by killing her. Like, you know what? She needs money. okay? She's a working mother who needs money, and you're just gonna kill her and take her organs. Like, thanks. You're lame. But you do have a cool top hat. So for that, we're going to put you... Oh gosh, let's see. He's definitely in between these two. And even though I do want to put him at the D level, like, so it looks good, I don't know if he's better than the Zodiac Killer. I mean, the Zodiac Killer has a dumb name. I will say Jack the Ripper is, like, that's a pretty cool name. Like, they didn't even know who did it, and they were just like, Jack the Ripper, you know? I think he named himself that, which is, like, that's a good name. And, like, in, like, the olden days, like, come on, that's pretty cool. Also, he's, like, kind of, like, probably the most famous serial killer ever, like, on this list. So, I'll give him a little bit of credit. He's not stupid astrology boy or whatever. So, a little lame, though. You, like, don't kill prostitutes. That's just rude. Alright, now we got Ed Gein. And gotta say, kind of underrated. Like, first of all, he inspired Hannibal Lecter and that other guy from Silence of the Lambs. And he inspired, like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And he inspired, like, another movie, but I don't really remember. I mean, you know, he ate people and, like, cut their skin off and, like, you know, just kind of... He was an all-around kind of cannibal sort of dude. And, like, a lot of these guys, like, some of them, like, ate their victims. Like, Albert Fish ate his victims. We know Jeffrey Dahmer ate his victims. But, like, he was just, like, in it for the cannibalism. Like, I think for these two, it was, like, an afterthought. But, like, he was just all into the cannibalism. But you know what? I don't know where I'm going to put him, actually. I don't think he's S tier. I don't think he's good enough to be S tier because he does have a really stupid hat and he kind of looks like Tom Joad from Grapes of Wrath. And I mean, Tom Joad's great, but like, I don't think he's S tier ready. So we're gonna put him in A tier because I mean, come on, he inspired like Hannibal Lecter and the other guy from Silence of the Lambs. So like, that's awesome, pop culture icon. So the final killer. I know, you guys are probably like, Julia, where is he? Why are there stickers? What? Here he is. Come on, like, what am I supposed to say? Not only is he the best out of all of these, he looks like my friend, so we got that. Psychologically, extremely interesting. He's like a narcissist, but he's like smart and charming, so it's like, whoa. But he also like killed a ton of people. I think he killed the most people out of all of these, like 30 something. Like, all right, you go. He did use some necrophilia, which is like a little, not a huge fan of that. But he didn't eat anyone, so that's like an achievement. Because a lot of these dudes, well, 2 of them ate people, 3 of them, no, yeah, 3. But you know, just like, he escaped from prison, like, twice. He got the electric chair, that's pretty cool. Like, Jeffrey Dahmer just got murked in prison. I don't really know what happened to the rest of them. But, like, electric chair, that's pretty cool. He had, like, a girlfriend and, like, a kid. And, like, I think he had, like, 2 wives. I think he had 2 kids, too. Like, over the course. His parents were nice. His parents weren't bad. You know what? Like, he didn't even have an excuse. And, like, he was his own lawyer. Like, bro, that's pretty epic. He also went to, like, the Florida State Prison, which, like, Florida's, like, the best state, too. So, like, honestly, like, come on. Ted Bundy is the best killer. Like, he's not even worthy. Actually, I can't put him off the page, can I? I can't. If I could, he would be, like, higher above. But we're going to put him over here with Dahmer. Because, you know what? Ted Bundy, even though, you know, you murdered, like, 33 people, like, young women that, like, had their whole lives ahead of them, get S tier. Because you cool, bro. You cool. So, yeah. That's my serial killer tier list. God, this was a terrible idea.